topics that I'm going to be talking about today are goal setting and planning, and why a little bit of planning can go such a long way, and how to. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 different things today that are basically going to help you. If you stick to these principles, this is the most important stuff that's going to help you get the results that you want for the rest of your life, not just for the next 1 to 2 months, but literally for the next 5, 10, 20 years. And these are all principles and methods that I use myself to constantly progress and to achieve new goals, and to constantly just become the best version of myself. And obviously it works for all my clients as well, so I wanted to share it with you today. So first of all, we're going to be talking about goal setting. So goal setting can be really difficult because it's hard to nail down exactly what you want to do, and then obviously it's even harder to stick to that long term. So a really simple method you can use for goal setting is you want to reverse engineer your goals. So what do I mean by that? So you want to actually start off with, okay, what's the thing in 12 months, or what's the long-term goal that I want to achieve? So let's say we'll use an example of, okay, I want to lose 10 kilograms and I want to feel more confident. I want to feel better in my own skin. I want to be able to drop 2 dress sizes, something like that. Okay, so that's the long-term goal. That's maybe a good way away. So if it's 10 kilograms, we think about that logically. Okay, a sustainably healthy way to lose weight is roughly about half a kilo per week. So if we multiply 0.5 for 10 kilos, you have to multiply it by 20. So roughly it's going to take about 20 to maybe 22 weeks to lose about 10 kilograms. So now we have that long-term goal. Now we have a specific kind of number of weeks that ideally it's going to take to get to that goal. So now we have the main point of what we're aiming for. So now all we need to do is work backwards from there. So we know now to lose 10 kilograms is going to take roughly about 20 weeks. So in terms of months, that's 5 months in total. So now you can plot a bit of a course working backwards for those 5 months. So you have the long-term goal. You know how long it's going to take you to get there. Now we have to break it down into medium-term and short-term goals. So we know the end goal is to lose 10 kilograms. We're going to try lose half a kilogram per week to get to that point. So now what are the little habits that we have to implement every week and every 4 weeks? So we know that every 4 weeks, ideally, I'm going to need to reassess how I'm doing. So I'm going to have to sit down for a few minutes. I'm going to have to write out, how everything is going so far. I'm going to have to probably have a different style of training plan every 4 weeks, just for a little bit of variety. It doesn't necessarily mean it having to do different exercises, but a different type of plan. You could have different rep scheme, or higher reps or lower reps, or change things around somewhat. So we know now that it's going to take 20 weeks to lose 10 kilos. We know that every 4 or 6 weeks, we're going to have to change our training plan for a little bit of variety to keep things interested. And now every week, we're going to have to implement some different things as well. So every week, we need to focus on, as I said earlier, getting enough sleep. We need to try keep our stress levels low. We need to track our weekly calories. We need to get the training done each week as well. So now we have the long-term goal, we have a monthly goal, we have a weekly goal. Now what are the little things that I need to do daily? Okay, so every single day, at the start of the day, I need to do a little bit of planning. I need to sit down for 5 minutes and write out, okay, do I have the food that I need for myself today? What time suits me best to train today? I'm working from, well, let's say 9 to 5, so maybe it suits me best to train at 6:30. Some very, very simple planning like that every single day is what's going to help then build on that. So now what we've done there in the space of a couple of minutes, we've reverse engineered your goal from the goal that you want to achieve that may be 5 or 6 months away, and now we've broken it down into steps. So we have the long-term, like 5-month goal. We have what you need to do every 4 weeks with breaking up your training. We have what you need to focus on every single week with sleep and stress and tracking your weekly calories. And we have a little plan for what you're going to do every single day of, writing a basic plan out and some sticky notes, or having a basic schedule for yourself every single day to keep on track. And that's essentially, I've made that as simple as possible. That's essentially how you achieve your goals. by reverse engineering and making it smaller and smaller and smaller, and break it down into really easy to follow simple steps. Because one of the main reasons why people don't achieve their goals is because they haven't planned it out well enough, or they haven't broken it down into easily digestible pieces where they can see like, oh, all I have to do is 1 or 2 things each day, and that builds on itself over time. And then as a result of those 1 or 2 things I'm doing each day, over the course of the next 4 to 5 months, that's how I achieve my goal. And obviously on paper, in theory, it's really simple, but then obviously it gets a little bit more difficult long term. But that's where a bit of extra accountability comes in from me helping people with coaching and personal training, and having those different support systems around you to achieve that goal. So that's how you reverse engineer your goals and achieve your goals long term. Then I want to touch basically for a couple of minutes on planning. Why simple planning for literally just 5 minutes at the start of your day is so beneficial. So something I do every single day when I wake up, apart from the weekends, when I'm working Monday through Friday, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll go have a shower, have a cup of coffee or whatever, and I'll sit down with the coffee, and the first thing I'll do every day before I start cracking into work or anything, I'll literally just get a sticky note and I'll write out, okay, what are the main things I need to do today? So I'll write out very simply, okay, have a shower, ticked off. Now the momentum is starting to build up. Really, really simple things. Had a coffee, great. That's 2 things I've done already today. Okay, what do I need to do later today? Okay, I need to do my mile run, I need to do my workout, I need to email, blah, 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 whatever it may be. Really simply just writing it out on a sticky note and having a basic plan at the start of your day is going to help so much in the long term. Because one of the reasons why a lot of us don't get stuff done is because we get our day started, we start doing things, and we're running around like a headless chicken because we're like, oh shit, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, and it's all very overwhelming. And when we feel overwhelmed, what do we tend to do? We tend to just curl up and be like, oh my god, this is just way too much, I'm just not going to do anything. It's like too much for me to handle, too much stress. So if you really simply just plan out your day on a sticky note, or on a piece of paper, or on Excel, or whatever you like to use, whatever's easiest for you. Personally, I like writing down things and then literally crossing them off as the day goes on, because it's a really good way to build momentum and then actually get that sense of achievement as well as you're going through the day. If you've ticked off and crossed out 4 or 5 things that you've already done by 10, 11 or 12 o'clock, now you're getting the motivation going, you're getting the ball rolling, you're really, you can see physically that you're achieving something, and then that makes it easier to continue things. So spend 5 minutes at the start of each day and just plan your day out really simply. It's going to help a lot. Then the last thing I want to talk about for today is it's really important for long-term success. If you want to tone up, or if you want to get leaner, or you want to drop a dress size, you want to get stronger, you want to get fitter, whatever your goal may be, it's really important to get a logbook. So literally go to a pound shop, go on Amazon, whatever, spend literally like €1, 150 on a little notebook that you can get. And you can use this then for your tracking your training. So every time, if you're training at home, or if you go to the park to train, or if you go to the gym, whatever, bring this little logbook with you and literally just write in, okay, today, 21st of the 7th, I did this, this, and this. I did whatever, push-ups for 3 sets, 15 reps. Write in how many sets you're doing, write in the reps, write in how you felt on that day. And then what you can do is you can use this logbook literally for the next like 6 to 12 months. And all you have to do then to progress and to get stronger, to get more tone, to drop a dress size, all you have to do is try to beat the logbook. So when you go to do your second session, all you have to do is grab the logbook, you go back, you look at the first session you did, and you're like, okay, well, I did this many reps and I did this amount of sets. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try and do the same, like let's say 3 sets I did the last day, but instead of doing 15 reps like I did the last day, I'm going to try to do 17 today. And then that literally just, you try and make that little progression every single workout, and then reassess that then every 4 weeks. And it's so simple, but it's so effective as well. And this is literally what I do all of the time. And I try to get my clients to do it as well, because if you literally just use the logbook and you track your progress and you try to beat your own numbers every single week, that's how you're going to progress and get the results you want with your physique and feeling good mentally and physically overall. And there's literally nothing more to it than that. It's just a little bit of effort goes a long way. You know, a notebook costs literally €1 or €2. So, you know, money isn't an issue for something so cheap. And it's literally just a matter of then bringing that with you to track it on a regular basis. And those 3 or 4 things that I mentioned today, if you can stick to those principles and implement those into your life, I can guarantee you 100% that you will get the results that you want. It's just a matter of being patient, being consistent, and doing it for a long enough period of time to actually get yourself the results. Because obviously, you know, if you've put on weight or if you've gained a couple of dress sizes or whatever, that didn't happen over the course of 4 weeks. It happened over the course of 6 months, 12 months, maybe 2, maybe 5 years. It happens over a long period of time. So if you're patient enough to then make some changes over a period of, you know, 6 to 12 months, that's how you're going to get life-changing results for the long term. Not just lose a bit of weight and then put it back on again and then lose and then go on this yo-yo where you're never happy with the results. If you stick to the long term, that's what's ultimately going to get you the results that you want. So hope that video was helpful. If it was, drop a comment down below, or you can send me a message on Facebook or email me, elan@coachelan.com. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon.